Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Take a look at the charts. If you are new to this call, this is your first time, this is a webinar style Zoom. So you can't talk. All right. So what you need to do is put your questions in the Q&A below, as well as if you want me to look at a certain pair or you just want to say something to the group, make sure that you go into the chat and you apply to everyone. All right. So it'll probably say panelists and everyone else, or whatever the case may be. If it just says panelists, then it's just going to come to me. There's two options. All right. That way you can talk to everyone else and they can see your responses. All right. So as we see here, after the shakedown, the market is going to be very interesting tonight. All right. So we'll see if things wake up during London after a big move like that. You can see the G pairs, 4 of them are up for the day. Since the new day started, 2 are down. You can see from the euros, all are down for the day. Gold is up, GER 30 is up, and S&P 500 is down. All right. So, I've already marked my zones. All right. And we can see here, GBP, JPY, it's in a downtrend. All right. So we're in a downtrend on GJ. GU had a nasty move. FOMC definitely affected the US, any USD pairs. All right. So a cool thing about GU dropped so much, I had to go to the 4-hour and go back months to find these zones right here, these areas right here. All right, this is where it's been playing around at. These are 4-hour order blocks from months ago. All right, so I had to go far back to find that. GI, all right, looking decent. It's in an uptrend. GU for the sale. Let's go look at that. GU for the sale. I'm not touching it. I'm actually not going to probably make any trades personally until I see how things move in London session when the volatility comes in. Because right now, stuff is just everywhere right now. Stuff is everywhere. Big moves in the market. All right. G pairs all in the uptrend for the most part. G chef. Euro GBP. Euro GBP playing around. I thought I was about to come back and make that W. It started to make that W. Now it's dropping. Oh. Drop down to that yellow line right there. That's good. Might have to go find some more. Let's go. Let's do this here. Indicator list. Let's take AIRO off. And let's try to go find another area of another order block of some sort. Need something else. That order block right here. Oh, this is order block. Let's change these colors. I don't feel like doing the work of making these the actual zones. So I'm gonna mark them in blue so we know that's the zone right there. All right. All right. So that zone is inside of that. All right. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Now let's throw AIRO back on. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking for and it's in a downtrend, but it's bouncing off major structure right here. So I'm looking for a potential buy on Euro GBP. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll keep an eye on that one. Euro AUD. Make a nice upward move. All right. So downtrend. Euro JPY trying to make a move. Could see some nice reversals. Look at that. W formation. Slant it up. It's a double W formation. Look at that. W or a W. Either way, you slant it up. An arrow for a bag entry on Euro NZD, which I was looking for last night. Oh, yeah. And it's an uptrend. This is the type of support you want to see here. Look at this. When you have an uptrend with arrow, you got the 1 hour order block. You got price that rejected at this major rejection line right here that's been tested before. All right. We get an arrow as a potentially great buy for Euro NZD. Potentially great buy. 59 pips up to the next order block. That is a potential great buy right there. I like that. And gold, I don't know what gold doing. Whoever caught gold, though, look at that beautiful move. The fake out right into, which is most likely an order block if we marked it. I didn't mark it that high because price is just far away. But look at that. Faked out, and then it dropped like a rock. See that? Slowly was heading up. People thought the breakout was coming. Fake out. Right when the news happened, people started buying. See ya. That drop right there was nasty. From when it yanked back to when it stopped. 596 pips. Gold did something nasty. Somebody blew an account right here. Somebody blew a count on that first candle right there. And guess what? What arrow give you? Bounce, arrow, go time. The bag entry was a 33 pip pullback and went as far as 424 pips. Gotta love the bag entry. Gotta love it. And it's in a downtrend, so that was a valid bag entry. All right. So I like this here, though. Look at this. Leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. I would expect a leg 4. So I'm looking for something. Take back up to this area. So yeah, we could get a nice little reversal. I'm expecting reversals on everything. Just let you guys know that I'm expecting reversals on everything. I was still playing around GER before we started the call, so I'm not quite done analyzing this one. I'm not quite done just yet. Just because I know GER likes to do it. There's another imbalance zone right here. I know GER like to do some crazy stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that one just ever so slightly underneath that one. Mark that one like so. Let's go back and look at that. Hopefully we get some movement. I know after huge moves like we saw today, sometimes the market might just sit still and just range for a while. So I'm hoping we actually see some movement tonight. I'd hate to have a slow night, but that typically happens. You know, after a big NFP or big FOMC or just some big news event, sometimes you can see that the market just doesn't do anything, doesn't do squat. So I'm hoping that's not tonight. I'm hoping we get a little movement tonight. I'd love to see some movement. I think I saw somebody ask, this is the last lending session of the week. There will be another one tomorrow. This is, we do three a week. We do 3 a week. So unless I cancel it, as of right now, we're still on board and still ready to roll for the next one. All right. For the next one. So where are we going up top? Up top. All right. Drop AIRO on that bad boy. Boom, 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 boom. Close that. All right, cool. So we got it. Looking good. Little gap already. It's been closed. So we wait. No move. What G you do? That bag entry off of the zone. Nothing big. GBP, NZD pushing. Or AUD, GBP, NZD pushing in the zone. Yep. Just gonna wait, guys. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna have to wait. I probably won't even think to take a trade. Other than Euro NZD, can get a bag entry here pretty soon. It's the only one I might get in early. But for the most part, man, I'm gonna be waiting. I don't really. I might get into this gold one. That might be a good buy. We got a bullish engulfing candle. We got 1, 2 dojis off of the. This is like a 4-hour order block. All right, and if you guys remember that GER trade that we missed, that had 4 dojis in a row, and then it finally took off. And I was skeptical on pulling that trigger. Should have pulled it, but I'm gonna probably go in on this one here. If we can get a stronger bull candle to close above the second doji or the first doji, I may actually buy that. Probably not gonna happen because we got less than a minute. But yeah, we get one. I'll buy. It'll be a tight stop loss. I'll put it just a few pips underneath this doji right here. I don't know if that's big enough for me. Let me see. Man, that's still a 20 pip stop loss. Golly. All right, guys. I'm actually going to take a buy on gold. I'm taking a very, very tight stop loss. Just right underneath this doji right here. All right. Zoom in. Yeah, how big is that? I need about 5 pips for gold, 5 pips below. That's 4. Pull back a little bit. There we go. About a 28 pip stop loss. All right. Tight stop loss for me. And leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. I'm looking for that 4th leg of the W. I'm going to take it up to the AIRO zone, which should put us right about 100 pips. And that's where the neckline of the W formation is. So I'm risking 28 pips, go catch 100. So that's about a 1 to 3.7, almost a 1 to 4. So 1 to 3.7 ratio, risk reward ratio. All right. So if you're gonna take that trade with me, make sure you use proper risk management. All right. We are looking at a double doji, which again, double doji is a potential opportunity for a rejection off of a certain level of support. Dojis anywhere doesn't mean anything, but if you have a doji at a level of support or resistance or a level of supply or demand, which are different, then you have the opportunity to have a nice reversal. So already up 3 pips on that trade. I'm looking to go catch 100. All right. Once I see about 50 pips in profit, I'll probably put my stop loss in profit, lock that down, and call it a day. So Up 8 pips right now on that one. All right, we'll keep on watching. Keep on watching. GER. We're gonna definitely wait till the London Open on GER. You know how we guys do. Got to wait for the right setup. All right. So +7, +9, 8 on that gold trade already. +10 and moving. I like it. All right. So let's come talk to the group. See what you guys are talking about. All right. Look at US 30. All right. We'll take a look at US 30. All right. Again, US 30 is a what? It is a American exchange. Therefore, it should mainly be traded during New York session. We are about to be in London session. All right, so keep that in mind. You want to trade pairs to have the best opportunity to win during the sessions that it should. You don't just trade a pair to trade. That's how you lose. That's not how you build consistency. You want to make sure you trade a pair when they're supposed to be traded. Does that mean you can't catch pips outside of? No, it doesn't mean that. But it's all about high probability setups, not just about any setup. All right. Come on, Gold. What you doing with us? You just up 10 pips. So we're in a downtrend on US 30. And it's sitting right now at a order block. Just sitting there. You want to say no setup? I don't see anything. So for me, nothing really worth looking at. Here it is on the 5-minute. Not really seeing a setup. I got the zone right there. So I don't really see anything. Personally. No setup for me. All right. Come on, Gold. What are you doing? You just up 10 pips. Hopefully I didn't set my stop loss too tight. I've been trying to set my stop loss extra tight. The stop loss should be on the other side of the zone right here, but I want to set it tight because of all the crazy volatility. So we get stopped out. I'd love to move it down here, but I don't know if I want to risk any more pips because gold can just go chase you. That'd be like another 17 pips. Yeah, I'm not going to just risk it. We get stopped out. We just get stopped out. 45 for 100. 45 for 100 might be a good risk reward ratio. So it's over 1-2 ratio. All right, so I just got stopped out on the gold setup. So we'll see what happens. That is unfortunate. That is a perfect setup right there. Look at that. Beautiful setup. Double dojis, bullish engulfing candle. I'm going to master gold. Gold is my second pair to master after GER 30. Interesting. I bet it's going to the stop hunt. Entry. Oh, what just happened? Sorry about that, guys. Just keep me out. Let me get back into the screen. Back into it. There we go. Now, if this one runs up 100 pips, I'll be mad. I'll be very upset if it runs up there. We'll keep an eye on it. Put a tight stop loss like that. So if you lose, you have the opportunity to get back in on another entry. That's going to be my new goal. Tight stop losses. So we take losses. They're going to be small losses. But a small loss allows for us to do what? To get back in on a potential second entry. As you can see it, 5-minute W, 15-minute W, minute 30, W, forming H1, W. So it's just setting up for it. Perfect setup. I'll be mad. We probably should have had a stop loss right down here, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, while we in here, let's do this here. Let's go to the news. Check Ford Factory. So you guys can see here, the Swiss franc in an hour has red and orange photo news. All right. So towards the end of the call, we got orange and red photo news for the Swiss franc. And that's it. That's according to Forex Factory. On my FX book, we've got green folder Euro news getting ready to come out. And then in an hour, we've got red folder Swiss franc news. So I don't know why it doesn't have it on here. But in an hour, we have red folder Swiss franc news. Well, I guess that's right. An hour, so 3:30. I guess it's an hour behind. Okay, I got you. Yeah. So an hour Swiss franc news, more green folder Euro, green folder Great Britain pound. So that's all. We just got Swiss franc news tonight. Swiss franc news. Check the chat. Check the chat. All right. Nate Cash and Dallas snoring. Lexi, wake him up. Give him a call and wake him up. GBP AUD for the bag. So we'll take a look. GA with bag. GA bag. Let's go take a look. GBP AUD. GBP AUD. I don't see a bag entry for me. At what time frame are you on? M5? No. I don't have a bag. I don't have a bag entry for me on GA. Not recently. Not recently. Come on, Euro NZD. Give us that bag entry. Demetrius, stop loss gold hunt. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Actually, that way, yeah. Yeah, stop loss gold hunt. Yep. I'm thinking the same thing. We should have went. I don't know. Somebody's up 250 pips right now. Congrats. Got 20 pips from GA Strat 3. Really? Let's go look at GA Strat 3. Did we miss that one? Congrats to you. Got 20 pips on GA Strat 3. GPAUD Strategy 3. Not really sure how you got 20 pips. It never broke the high or the low inside of the money zone. So it broke the low here outside the money zone. So we got that. Congrats. But the strategy for strategy 3 is you're waiting for it to break the high or the low inside of the money zone. We just got into the money zone, an hour and a half ago. So, but yeah, you look like you probably caught this sale right here, which dropped below, but you still were in Asia session. So we caught that. Congrats. We caught that. Congrats. It kind of went against the strategy. But if you caught it, hey, congratulations to you. You better not. You better not. Let's go look at the currency strength meter. So we just lost on gold. Probably had a stop loss too tight. I might do a little better than that. Oh yeah, currency strength meter right here. Let's refresh. Let's see what the USD is. USD is at 4. Brian, you still holding your gold? Man, I thought about moving it, but once I set a stop loss, I don't want to keep moving it. But people might not move it fast enough, and they might get stopped out. So I just took the L. And it's still going down. I think we should have put it underneath the zone. It's already came down here and touched the second zone already once. I don't believe it's going to come down here again. I believe it's going to come somewhere in here and stop and it'll probably give us another candlestick formation entry here. I'll probably look to re-enter in on gold if we can get a setup. I don't believe it's going to come down there. We'll see. Gold can be frustrating, just so you guys know. It's all good. We'll get it back with some GER 30 pips. That's 28 more pips we need to go grab. GER 30, 28 pips. I need those. Strange. It's going to be one of those days. So I went with a tight stop loss. All right, man. 85% of my challenge was done with GER 30. Laugh out loud. Hey, congrats, Brian. Congrats. Daniel, I'm up 2,800 points in BTC from bag setup. Hey, congrats. Let's go look at that 2,800 pips. Go look at that trade on Bitcoin. Man, gold hurt my feelings. Gold been hurting my feelings lately. I don't know what's going on with gold. It's just not acting right. I'm probably going to have to hold off on calling more gold trades if it keeps acting up like this, messing with our win ratio. It's all good that we make it up with GER. Bag entry. Yep, bag entry. On the 5 minute. Yeah, be about almost, should be close to 34, somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 pips. Nice, nice, nice. It better not give me no bullish engulfing. Doji, give me bullish engulfing. I might have to get back in that joint. Might just do it one more game. One more game. I'll take another loss on gold, though. I might not trade gold. We might have to just cancel gold. You trade gold on a bearish M15 engulfing. Let's go take a look. I was trading off the M5. I wasn't trading on the M15. So M5 until we have cleaner entries. Let's look at the M15. Gotcha. We'll see what it does. We're going to see what it does. We'll keep an eye on gold. Q&A, let's take a look. All right, questions about the binary, guys. All right, from a binary standpoint, we have the launch. I mean, you know, it'll be part of the. It's going to be part of the. It's going to be next week. You guys will get opportunity to see all that next week. We'll talk about it today at the AP Live Dallas event. All right. So today at the event. So if you haven't got access to the event tickets, you're not coming to Dallas. I believe we're streaming it, so look out for the link to be dropped. I'll drop it in the AIRO bag chat and the AIRO announcements chat, so you guys have access to that information. All right. Guys, you guys know from the AP Live Dallas event is at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's all I can say. 6 p.m. Central Standard. We've been promoting it for weeks. It's been on my IG. We put it in the group chats. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll put a flyer in the group chat right now. All right. You guys got to stay abreast of the information. That's why I put into the chat. All right. Guys, to stay abreast of everything. If you don't keep it intact, then you're not going to know the information. I just dropped 2 flyers in the AIRO bad chat. Let me forward those to the announcements as well, that you guys have that. All right. There's information, all you need to know. All right. All the information you need to know. All right. On the call. All right. Please take a look at that information. Use that information. All right. If you are anonymous, you will not get answers or questions answered in the Q&A. That is the #1 rule. All right. Single malt. No, man, I got sweet tea. Had barbecue for lunch and dinner today, so I got sweet tea. We got sweet tea today in the solo cup. So may I ask what happened in summary in the markets today? So FOMC. So there was FOMC news that came out. All right, let me go and read you the definition of all that. So let's go. Where is all that? Yesterday. Come on, baby. All right. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do what you guys on the call so you guys can read it with me. Hold on real quick before we talk about that. I just got a ding. Let's go take a look to see what signal we just got, what alert we just got. GPNZD. Oh, now you want to act right, Gold. Got to be more careful. Look at that. Came to the tip of that. Got to be more careful. We get a strong bullish engulfing. I may get back in. GPNZD for a buy, negative. Not entering that. Doesn't meet my criteria. GPAUD doesn't meet my criteria, so I'm not. That's a no-go. But I'm watching gold though. Ooh wee. GR30. Dropping. We got 14 minutes until London Open. 14 minutes. Bullish engulfing. You got to be kidding me. We have 4 minutes to the next 5-minute candle. If this bullish engulfing candle comes out of the zone with that long wick like that, I'm in a buy. I'm just gonna tell you guys that now. It will meet my personal criteria to enter into a buy. All right. Don't enter my personal criteria. And my target will be the same, that 100 pip range, somewhere at the top below the zone. And German 30. Let's get ready to rumble. So the way it's going right here, it would be pretty cool. Since we got 2 zones stacked on the top of each other, what I'd love to see, because I see it happen very often, when there's 2 zones stacked like this on top of each other, that usually German 30 will go to the second zone and then reverse. It won't hit the first zone and reverse. So I'm going to be looking for, an entry somewhere in the second zone. No guarantees. If we get the perfect setup at the first this first order block, then great. But usually when there's 2 like this, typically what you see it go to the second zone, and then somewhere in the second zone, it'll make that reversal. Typically, is what I've seen. All right, never a guarantee, but it's got a nice little W formation. Look at that, leg one, leg two, leg three. So you guys, my expectations are going to be twofold, just based on what the market is doing. We're in a downtrend. I expect a pullback. So I expect price to drop, come to the second zone, come back, and we're looking for TP back at this zone right here, which would be great. That's just from the top of this zone to there is, 500 pips. Or if it stays bearish, all right, like it has been, then what I expect is for it to drop below both, come back, retest the bottom, and then continue to drop. All right. If it does that, matter of fact, let me see. Do I have I think I got the next zone already marked. Yep, there it is. We're ready. We're ready for it. We are ready for it. I stay ready with GER for all scenarios. All scenarios. 2 minutes for gold. What's gold doing? And we literally would have had our down here. We'd be, man, this is a beautiful setup right here. If we were still in this trade, if I had put it down here like I thought in the first place, I'd probably be looking for a second entry right here. This is a beautiful setup. We got 2 minutes. We'll see how it plays out in 2 minutes. I need that to commit. So we'll see here. 1 minute here. And then we will go and take a look as well at FOMC in the news. Oh, go, you playing with us. Playing with us. Should have went up the whole time the first time, big dummy. Just playing with our emotions like that. I will be entering into a buy one more time on gold. One more time. One more again. You don't have to go if you don't want to, but this is what I'll be doing. I like the setup. Really, really like this setup. Even stronger rejection off the bottom, the very tip of the order block right there from months ago. There it is. We in there. In there like swimwear. TP is 100 pips. Yet again. All right. GR. Interesting. You gonna go up and then come down? What you doing? We're going to watch GER. All right, so let's stop sharing. We're up 2 pips on gold. All right, in on that hammer, from that hammer. Benjamin, congrats. I thought about getting in early, but I always like to see the commit. I always like to see the commit. So the FOMC is a, let's go ahead and pull that up here real quick. Let's go pull that up really, really, really quickly here. All right, pull that up really, really quickly. Let me Google it real quick. All right, and then let's go ahead and share the screen. You guys see anything crazy move, let me know. Matter of fact, let me watch gold on my phone so I can at least see what it's doing. All right, let me see what it's doing. Still blue. Still blue. All right, and it's up 10 pips. It's moving. I like that. All right, let's go. I just see somebody ask, is that like revenge trading? Negative. So again, we had a tight stop loss just because, until we lost the trade. And I waited for another setup because the setup is there. We just had a poor entry, all right, which happens. So I'm coming back with another setup. So for me, it's not revenge trade. When you revenge trade, means you're getting back into a trade without following your rules. I'm still following my rules. The setup is still there. I'm not getting in a trade because I lost the first one, trying to get it back. Revenge trading is when you come in with a bigger lot size. My lot size stayed the same. All right. So my entry parameter is the exact same. My strategy, my mindset, my analysis never changed. Revenge trading might be, I lost on the buy like we just did. And then, it's starting to try to sell. Let me double my lot size and put a sell on to try to catch the money the other way. That's revenge trading. All right. Same lot size, same direction we're trading in, exact same type of setup that we trade all the time with the hammer and a bearish engulfing candle. So that's not revenge trading, all right? It's called you took a loss, you see a better setup, you enter the trade. We could very well lose this one. And guess what? That's fine. At that point, if I lose 2 trades in a row on the same pair, my rule says just walk away from it. So FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee, all right? That's what FOMC. So they had a meeting. And what I read earlier, for most part, FOMC meeting, all right? You can see here, Federal Reserve meeting, full recap. I guess we can go look at this real quick. All right, there it is. The Federal Reserve concluded a 2-day meeting on Wednesday with higher expectations for inflation in 2021. So inflation is bad for the US dollar. So if inflation is bad for the US dollar, and this is what came out of that meeting, then that would explain why everything USD wise dropped like a rock. Euro USD dropped 100 pips in a 1-hour candle. I've never seen that before, not from a Euro USD standpoint. But it's about time for the market to make a correction. Whether we have a correction, which is about a 10% drop, or we actually have a crash, which is even more, is yet to be seen. But it's about time. So if they're coming out in the meeting, you're seeing the highlight, saying that they have higher expectations for inflation this year. That would explain why we had the big drop. All right. They're keeping the interest rates close to 0, which is also not good. There could be 2 rate hikes in 2023. That's 2 years out. So it looks like because they're expecting inflation this year, that is why that would explain for me why we saw the big move to the downside. All right, jet back on. All right, plus 8 pips right now on the gold. All right, and German 30. We're just waiting for it to make its move. We got about 6 minutes until the top of the hour, until London session officially start, and so we'll just watch, see what happens. Watch and see what happens. And gold is doing its thing. Just doing its thing right now. So I get past this little bit. But I can definitely see us getting up there. All right. Again, for me, I see 50 pips. Then I'll be locking in my profits and then letting that bad boy ride. We might see the whole move tonight. Might not see it happen until New York session, but I believe it's going to it may not make the full W and come way back up here, but I think we can definitely get to this area right here, just to the neckline. All right, we might get a reversal at the neckline, but I think we can get to the neckline, just based on my analysis. So we'll see. We're up 14 pips right now. It's finally moving like it should have done the first time around instead of stopping us out. So we'll see. But as you guys know, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, whatever your goal is, take your profits. If your goal is 15 pips a day and we get 15 pips, take your profits. That's the goal. All right. If your goal is 100 pips a day, you might want to hold a little longer. But whatever your goal is, don't get greedy. Make your goal, take it, get out. All right. I can tell you right now that once we get to 50 pips in profit, for me in gold, I will be locking in at least 30 pips of that 50, because 28 pips is what we lost on the first trade. So I'm going to at least cover myself and make sure that I at least break even with gold and then let it run. So I'm going to lock in at least 30 pips. That'll give me the 28 we lost back plus 2 pips in profit, which is more or less for the spread. So that's what I'll be doing personally. And we're just going to see what GER. We got 4 minutes and it's not really moving. This is interesting. Let's see how it goes as we get closer. Let's go look. GJ is wicking out. GU, not much. GR, not much. GN, everything just sits here. It's going to be an interesting night. It's going to be an interesting night. We already talked about it. If Euro NZD gives a bag entry, we get an arrow. You got an arrow, you got a zone, you got an arrow support zone here. You got a 1 hour order block here. Also rejected off this yellow line here, which coincides with other long wick areas. Typically, if you have a long wick, all right. So where potentially, if price comes back to the area, you have an opportunity for price to retrace off of that same area. All right. So if we can get an arrow here, I will be in for a buy on Euro NZD because it just line it up beautifully. I mean, you can see that here. Not only do you have the rejection here, which also coincides with the bag entry off the, as you see it back there, the arrow support zone. You got a blue zone right here, which is the 1 hour order block. You got a W formation here. It's slanted up. That is a beautiful setup right there. Beautiful setup. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. So for me, that's strategy number 1, strategy number 7 with a W formation, and whatever advanced strategy you want to call with order blocks. So 3 confirmations for me is why I would enter into a buy when I see an arrow. I need to see an arrow. All right. And we're looking to take a trade. Looking to take a trade. Looking to take that trade. Gold. All right. Up 14. Not bad. Not bad. Up 15 now. German 30. Slow poking. This is interesting. All right. Let me go ahead and mark it. I did not mark it here. Go ahead and change that. All line properties. Change that to yellow. Change it back. All right. Bottom of Asia session. Oh, that's what it did. I was wondering why it didn't go all the way down. It bounced off top of Asia session. All right. So we're at the top and bottom of Asia channel marked. So we'll see how it plays around. We're going to see where it goes. We're going to see what it does. Other than that, nothing else doing nothing right now. There we go. We got some volatility. There we go. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Go, quit playing with us. Just go up, go. We don't got no time for you to play no games. Woo! Might be a slow night tonight, guys. Even GER playing games. No volatility. Look at that W formation. That's beautiful. That was 150 pips right there. We'll keep watching. We'll keep watching and see what it does. I know somebody in this trade. I know somebody in it. Cause I ain't gonna lie. If I went on the call with you guys, I'd have took that, but I'd have risked it. It wasn't a perfect setup, but I just took it based on it potentially closing that W. It's an imbalance zone right there. It's rejecting that. Gold are playing around. We just -1. Now we're back up 6. That's good. Keep pushing. Keep pushing gold. I'm going to be entering into a sell on GER, guys. I'll be entering into a sell on GER when this candle closes. If you're going to go in with me, make sure you use proper risk management. Wait for it. Oh, what are we doing? That is not good. Woo! Glad I missed the button. I am glad I missed pushing that button. It's hitting the top of the Asia channel, and it's inside of this order block. We'll see how it reacts. Go playing games. +1. Come on, go. We just up 15. Quit playing with us. Go to the upper room. We need to see the upper room. All right, so we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna wait for it now. That might be all right. So we're above 80 channel. So what I'm looking for now is for price to come back down, retest the top of 80 channel, and head back up. We look like we may have missed our entry, which would have been that candle that I was looking at right here. That break. It's not a full engulfing candle, but I mean it is actually. This is engulfing, a bullish engulfing candle right here of this candle. That'd be a great entry right there. 626 pips. So now we missed that entry right there. I'm looking for price to come back down, retest the top of the order block and Asia channel, and then head back up. So we'll wait. And then I'm gonna go slap gold because gold playing games. Come on, gold. Gold. GER is going up. So GER is going up. Let's look at US 30. US 30 is going up. You got to follow everything now. We're playing games. We'll wait for it to come back down and retest. Euro dropping hard. Good night. All right, come on back down here, retest, and give us our entry. There you go. Come on down here, retest, and then give us a setup. Don't give us our setup. The people want some pips. All right, here we go. Here's the retest. Let's see how she plays. I expect it not to come any. I hope it don't break too much of this. Come in there and then give us a nice pullback. Boy, it just touched the bottom of that zone. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's when you know you got a spot on zone. It comes down and touches the very tip. All right, let's see if we can't get a reversal. If we get a nice reversal, I'll look to take price or take it back up in this range. Now we just wait for our entry. Now we wait for our entry. We wait for our setup. We wait for our candlestick formation to tell us to get in for the buy. All right. So with that, I'd expect if we can get a bullish engulfing, I'm in for the buy. If we get a bullish engulfing here, I'm in for the buy. That's what I need to see. I need to see a bullish engulfing on this. I need to see a bullish engulfing in for the buy, which would put us somewhere in the neighborhood of about to the AIRO zone 380-ish. That zone 450-ish. So somewhere in the 350 to 450 range, which wouldn't be a bad day. Wouldn't be a bad day, but we need a bullish engulfing. All right, price went above the Asia channel, came back down. We're looking for the retest. Now I want the bullish engulfing to give me that confirmation that we're going to the upper room. Don't want to give it to us. All right. And gold is playing with us again. All right, German 30 with the buy. We'll see how it reacts. Last one was a good buy, even though we're in a downtrend. Come on, give us that bullish engulfing. Bullish engulfing. There you go. There you go. Go on, get up there. Go on, get up there. Go on, get. Come on, quit playing with us. German 30. We want some pips. We want some pips. All right, guys, and also I'll be updating strategy number 6. I was thinking about it. All right, there go doji. A doji at the very bottom. I likes that. Oh man, I likes that. I likes that. Oh man, I likes that. Ooh wee. Wait for it to commit. Wait for it to commit. Come on, 1 minute. Hurry up, 1 minute. I'm in for a buy, guys, as soon as this candle closes. And as long as we close in a bullish fashion and above the zone, I need it to close above the zone. That will show me that we've got the momentum coming out. You got the bag entry. You got a doji at the bottom of the 15-minute. I mean, I think it's the 15-minute order block. Price is now rejecting and coming back and retesting the top of a channel and coming out of it. I am in for a buy if we get a close above. I need to see a close above, which it's right there. Push. There we go. And come on, 1 minute. I'm in for a buy on GER 30. I'm in for a buy on German 30. And I am taking it. I got it set for right below the zone here. So I got it set for 350 pips. 350. I got it set for 350 pips. All right, 350 pips. All right. See how it plays. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right. Again, I was gonna say, as I was saying before we got into the trade, I will be updating strategy number 6. Strategy number 6 is a what strategy is that? Strategy number 6 is counter trend strategy for New York session. Well, for New York session players mainly, but we'll also be looking to make a counter trend strategy as well for London session. So I'll be updating the strategy number 6 to reflect the actually beautiful. Look at that. Look at that doji. Oh my goodness. Come on. The upper room. The upper room. Let's get it. All right. So I'll be looking to make a counter trend strategy as well because the London session pairs work very well on a counter trend strategy as well for London session. What is going on? Retesting the top of the 80 channel. All right. I'll see you. You just in profit now. Come on, German 30. Head up. We got a TP of 350 right here. TP of 350. And gold is, where we at with gold? Gold is, my stop losses. Well, let's go ahead and put it there. It's about to stop us out. My stop losses, put it right down here. It's about to get hit again. And I won't be trading gold for a while. Let me tell you that. All right, another doji. I like it. Another confirmation. We got a doji down here. The bullish engulfing. 2 dojis off the top of Asia channel. Now I'm just looking for the blast through. Now I'm looking for it to blast through, head up to the TP. All right, now I'm looking for it blast through, head up to TP. Let's get it. And now gold turned around on us. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, gold. I just had to put my stop loss down there for you to finally turn around. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful. Look, right down to the same spot. Right down. So let's hope we can get movement in the right direction. All right. Now we just need German 30 to go ahead and hop to it. Come on. I got 350. Matter of fact. Gold. I was just giving you compliments, Gold. Don't do that, Gold. Don't do that. I was just giving you compliments. Come on now. Come on now. Gold. Be like German 30, Gold. Be like German 30. All right. Be like German 30, Gold. Come on now. We up 90 pips. So we was up. Come on. Be like German 30. Let's go. 99 pips. 115. 162. If you like your profits, take them. If you like your profits, take them. My goal is 130. Let me lock in profits. Lock in my profits. All right. I'm locking in 33 pips. Because that 33 pips, I'm locking that in. I'm locking profits in. If you like your profits, take them. All right. Ain't no shame in the game. Actually, might be a good area to take it right here. It stopped there for a reason. I think it's going higher, though, so I'm going to hold. I'm looking for 350-ish. What I had, 350? I think I had that 350 is what I'm looking for. Come on, gold. Don't do that to us. Come on, gold. Gold gonna maybe pull the trigger early on GER 30 just to cover these losses. Come on, German 30. I need 350. Give me my 350. If somebody sees something I don't see, let me know. We're stalling out right here. I don't like when we stall on German 30. If we're not moving, and then they like to make some stupid decisions and go backwards. There we go. That's what I need to see. 172. 172. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me see 200. Let me test 200. Let's test 200 tonight. Let us test 200. All right. It's hit that same area, guys. That might be it. That might be it for me. If it doesn't break the top, if we close below, I'm out on the next 1 minute candle. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If we don't break, I'm out. I'm not going home. Well, we'll see. I'm probably gonna pull the trigger. Gold took us out. All right, and come on, German 30. What are you doing? Push. Now you frozen? Are we frozen? What's going on? Oh, you just sitting still. Come on, German. I need 350. We need 350 out of you. We got to make up for them losses that gold just got. Well, we've already made up for the losses. Already made up for the losses. I'm probably going to take profits here, guys, because it's not one to break. It's not one to break. I'm out at 139 pips. So I'm out at 139 pips. If you stay, that's fine. I'm taking my profits because it's just stalling right there. And as soon as I take my profits, it always does. 350 pips just hit. Damn it. Boy, I tell you, that pisses me off every time, man. If you held that, hey, congratulations to you. Hopefully you saw that setup. All right, this is a counter. Dang, come on. Hold on, guys. I need to take a breath for a minute. All right. Got to be more careful. Let's see who caught that. Who came in? 350 pips, 330. Hey, as long as you guys win, that's all that matters. Got to be more careful. Golly. One of the best trades we done had on this card. I only caught not even half of it. Somebody caught 483, 175, 300, 345, 260. If you caught the pips, drop them in the chat. Let everybody know. Tonight was a good night. I'm 200, 400 pips. Got it. Let's go. 250. Hey, man, I like you guys, man. Y'all joined in. All right. I'm glad y'all stayed in, man. I've been burned by GER 30 too many times, and every time I get out, it does that exact same thing. Does that exact same thing. But it went right to TP, 350 pips. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. It went straight to TP. I was thinking about going to the other zone, but I'll use the AIRO zone right here. So entry was, we had actually early, it jumped back first. So we got in right here. It ran up 350 on the dot. 350 on the dot. But that's it. That's TP. So I'm in profit for the night, though. That's all that matters. I'm not mad. I should just have a whole lot more profit. Gold burned this twice, so I probably won't call any more gold trades for a while until I get better at trading gold, which I'm not probably going to take gold trades anymore in this session. If you're in Euro USD, it's dying. It's dying. It's falling off a cliff. But like I was saying before we took this trade, counter trend, all right, counter trend strategy for London session pairs. No, there's going to be a counter trend strategy. There's going to be a change. So I'm going to add addition so that there's a counter trend trade strategy for not only London, New York session, but also for London session. All right, which we just took. So bag entry was right. Bag entry. All right. Now you can see these bag entries are at appropriate times. Even this bag entry. I mean, you see they're actually at areas that actually make sense. And now that we've talked about order blocks, but as you can see here, we missed our early entry. This would have been our early entry. All right. We missed that one. That's fine. It broke. I usually don't like to take trades inside of Asia channel. I wait for it to break out of. All right. So it broke out of it. Great. We're not going to chase that. We could have got in right there and tried to chase it, but it came back. We'd have been mad. You wait for it to come back down, retest like it did, and it gave us the doji right there and the bullish engulfing already after the bag entry. So we had AIRO tell us bag entry for the second time. Bag entry there. So we know it going up. It shot up. Came back for the retest of this yellow line, which is Asia channel. Number one. That's the reason. So we get the first bag entry. Confirmation number one. All right. Broke through, came back to retest the top of the Asia channel, which I told you guys it loves to play on Asia session. That's confirmation number two. Confirmation number three was it did not break. And we can zoom in. It did not break the order block, and it gave a doji at the very bottom. Confirmation number three. Bullish engulfing. Confirmation number four. Four confirmations getting the trade. Stop loss would have been below the Asia, below this the Asia channel, and also below this order block. All right, and I put TPs. I'm expecting it to come hit this order block here. So if he's still holding, I expect it to come hit this order block. But for me, I put it just slightly below at 350 pips below the AIRO zone, the AIRO resistance zone. That's how you use AIRO with order blocks and imbalance. If you have imbalance zones, all mine are order blocks at this moment. And that's how you use it to catch a bag. So hope you guys learned something there. Gold. We ain't looking gold no more. Matter of fact. Cool. That's it, guys. That's it. It's a good ride right there. It's a good ride. That was a good ride right there. That was a good ride. Good little ride there. So congrats to everybody that helped. Yeah, man, I took gold off. Gold. So luckily, because we used proper risk management, all right, we made money. So we're profitable. Should be significantly more profitable had I held that gold trade significantly. But hey, profit is profit. You can't go broke taking profit. All right, can't go broke taking profit. All right. Man, y'all blew the group chat up. Man, nice. Congrats to you guys. Hey, this is going to be what it's like going forward, guys. Soon, I'll be adding other aspects to live trade sessions. Let's go take a look at these Forex pairs, see if we get any setups. Well, I haven't seen anybody call anything out. But we'll be looking to take these type of trades every night. We'll be looking at potential. What we got here? GU. We'll watch that one. GN. I'm looking for G pairs to bounce if the euro's gonna keep falling. Boy, G Chef is gone. Oh, it was a zone right there. Euro GBP. Good night. Euro odd. Euro JPY, Euro NZD. Interesting. All right. Let's check Q&A. I was expecting gold to go up because my analysis, I was expecting my goal, or at least what I explained, I thought German 30 was gonna rise. So I was like, gold's got to go up. We should be good this time around, and we got up 15 pips. We're looking good. We have lost every gold trade this week. I'm not trading gold anymore for a while. So how far back do you go on order blocks in days for relevance? Depends on what price is at. On German 30, I had to go back. No, I'm sorry. On gold, I had to go back months to find the levels that it's hitting right now. So it just depends on where price is at the moment. All right. And where the relative prices are at. So you may go back yesterday, you may go back a week, you may go back a month. If it's at all-time highs, you don't have anything to go off of. Or all-time lows, you have nothing to go off of. So all right. The AIRO bag chat is not private. So if the link was sent to you and it says private, then they sent you the wrong link. I can tell you right now, if you get sent the right link for AIRO bag chat, you'll join it immediately. It's not a private link. It's not a private link. The live event will be streamed. We'll put we already talked about that, guys. Oh, this is about an hour old. I'm sorry. We'll be dropping the link for you guys. We checked the news. What would you need to master gold? More training. The really funny thing is about gold is that we got an alert. Is that US 30 for the buy? Why do I still got US 30 up here? See, look at that. All that movement that we just got on GER, US 30 a little behind. Again, it's the volatility is going to move, but not as much because the actual volume for the session that it mainly moves in is New York session, so the volume is not there to really give it its movement. So, boy, Euro odd is Euro GDP dying right now. Not even a bag entry. This thing just fell off a cliff. I'm gonna go back and review, guys. I'm gonna go back and do some back testing. People have been asking about it to see if the euros can be traded with the strategy number 3. All right, because I've been seeing a lot of them play out. All right, been seeing a lot play out, so we'll see. This is really strange. G pairs and Euro pairs going the same way. You see, when FOMC and big news events happen, it throws everything out of whack. Typically, pound pairs and Euro pairs go opposite. All right. Typically, gold has been following the indices. Now it's not. So FOMC has flipped everything. That's why you want to make sure you be careful in sessions like this or after big news events like this. All right. What does 2 fractals in the same candle means? It just means indecision. That's all it means. That's all it means. Indecision. Got a market gap. Okay. All right. Up 35 pips on gold. Congrats. All right. No, I have no answers yet for manifest trading, guys. So when I get them, I'll let you guys know. Don't know why gold dropped. Shouldn't have dropped. Setup was there. But again, even though the setup is there, based on the analysis we gave, it's no guarantees it's going to actually do what we think it's going to do. All right? It is what it is. You take those losses and you move on. But we just made up for it. Easily just made up for it. So GN for the buy, it's valid. Let's go look at that one. Let's go look at GN for the buy. GBP NZD for the buy is valid. All right, we're inside of an order block. We got a bag entry. Got 2 bag entries. All right, this is a 1 hour, 4 hour. Oh, it's a 4 hour, yeah. Let me go back to the 1 hour. 15 minute. We do have a 15-minute bag entry. Actually, we've had 2 of them in a row. Looking at correlation, I don't see. I'm not really seeing it right now. Only thing moving up is G-Chef. And both bag entries came after we had a down arrow. So that's really, those are invalid. You want to bounce and then you want the arrow. If you have a down arrow, then what you want to see is another bounce before you get another up arrow in the right direction. So these are actually invalid. All right. And then if we go to the H1, yeah, I'm not, for me, I didn't meet my criteria again. So I wouldn't be taking these trades. I wouldn't take a buy. That's just me personally, though. That's just me personally. And there go GER. Creeping along, creeping along. Boy, 5 seconds after I get out, it goes another 200 pips in seconds. Got to be more careful. I just gave the answer on why GN was not a bag entry. All right. Some of these are late. Yes, Looney, I want to take a strategy 6 call on this call. Danielle took 260. Congrats, Danielle. More momentum to the downside for GER30 on a long position and GER30 right at 82 level on the RSI. Nice, 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 nice. We'll take a look. All right, we'll take a look. If you're putting questions in here as anonymous, I don't answer them. In the Q&A, change your name from anonymous to whatever your name is, please. Thank you. Does UK 100 move in similar fashion as GER30? Yes, it is a London session indice. So it does move in fashion. So GER30 is like US 30 for London session. UK 100 is like NAS 100, but for London session. And then JPN 225 is equivalent to SPX 500, but for London session. All right. If USD is strong as per currency straight meter, will gold go down? That is correct. That is correct. Well, it should, but you also want to see that XAU is weak. And since the currency straight meter, at least the one that we use, doesn't show XAU at all, it's kind of hard to tell because you can have both XAU high and USD high, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It just ranges. So it's kind of hard to tell because you only have half of the answers. So using the currency straight meter on gold is not really beneficial in my opinion. How many people actually attend these live streams? It varies, hundreds though. So hundreds, and then even more watch the actual replays. All right, order block. We'll go over that at the end as we always do. All right. What is the best trailing stop method? All right, I don't use trailing stop, guys. I'm not really one to tell you guys about trailing stop, but I would tell you if you're going to use it. Those that I know that do use it typically use it on when they're swing trading. So they're holding for 100, 200, 300 pips, things of that nature. So I wouldn't really be the best judge of character on that. Plus, I know a lot of people that really do use it. They use it with expert advisors. So I don't use it. So I already couldn't tell you any strategies about how to use trailing stops. All right. AUD NZD. All right, let's go take a look at AUD NZD. AUD NZD. Uptrend. Just got a bag entry a little while ago, about an hour and 15 minutes ago. All right. AUD NZD is more of a Asia session pair. All right, more of an Asia session pair for AUD NZD. All right, I wouldn't take the trade right now personally. Like you see, not as big movements, bigger movements in Asia session. Let's go back and look here. Not much there. Bigger movement, decent movement actually, as it bounced, came back up all through London and New York. But you see, there's more volatility, bigger moves during Asia session or outside of the money zone. Because AUD NZD is more of a pair. So I wouldn't be interested in trade personally. But if you did this buy, it's a valid bag entry. All right, just remember, bag entries are not created equal. You want to make sure you're trading, in the sessions pairs are made to be traded in. All right. Why do we wait for AIRO if the setup is correct for Euro NZD? Because I was looking for additional confirmation, and I wanted to take a bag entry. We had setups that were correct, but we were waiting for the last confirmation. All right. No news about AIRO on TradingView. So there's no news about that. Nothing to talk about right now. I find that sometimes AUD USD correlates with XAU USD. Cool. Correlation is key. Correlation is a great way to trade. All right. And then is there anything to analyze on USD JPY? No, we can go look at it, but it's a New York session pair. All right. But JPY is Asia as well, but mainly USD JPY. And again, the 7 most volatile pairs are the Forex majors, these 7 pairs here, which includes USD JPY. Majority of the moves are going to happen in inside the money zone, mainly geared towards New York session. So no, there's absolutely nothing right now to analyze for USD JPY. It's just ranging. It's just ranging. But if we did analyze anything, let's go back to default. Let's go to H1. All right, you got the bearish order block right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's make our trading range. You got the bullish order block right here. Boom, boom, boom. You got a huge imbalance right here. Huge imbalance zone. All right, huge. All right. And we are in a significant uptrend. So got that set there. Then we add AIRO back to the mix. Bada bing, bada boom. Got to be more careful. I don't believe I didn't catch the 350 with you guys. 3 seconds after I get out. God. No entry for me. I don't see anything. Now, if you get a nice size body candle here, nice looking engulfing, might be a decent entry. But I wouldn't. I mean, I don't see anything. I wouldn't be looking for anything right now. Not for me. potentially during New York session, I would look for two things: either price to drop. Mainly what I'd be looking for is really price to break above, come back down, retest the top of the order block, and then run back up. But that's what I'd be looking to focus on, because if it does come back down here, I mean, you're going right into imbalance. You might get a drop into imbalance, and then the price actually move back up to this order block. But that's about it. For me, though, I don't see anything on USDJPY. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. All right, all Q&A answered. G30 looking for bearish retrace. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. You guys got enough pips tonight, though. I don't even know if I want to call another GER30 trade. Y'all make more. Y'all catch more pips off than I do. Guys, to be more careful. I don't see anything. It could be making a move back down. Definitely could be making a move. Already broke out of the wedge. Already broke out of the wedge. Got a nice little wedge thing going on right here. Already broke out of that wedge. All right, that don't mean anything, but yeah, could be a nice little break if you got in about right here on this candle right here. Could be a nice little move back down to retest. Like, yeah, I'm not touching that. You catch a big move like 350 pips like you guys just caught, you call it quits. Because by that point, with 350 pips, you should have caught and significantly made your daily goal. Should have made your daily goal. Even if, again, if you're utilizing a small lot size, what you guys see, I use a small lot size than I do on everything else. That's how, and still caught more pips. Lost 80 pips on gold, but caught 139 on GER30. And so that's why I was able to make money on this trade here. So cool. All right, guys. So 350 pips. Oh yeah, we about to. We're not gonna do the 15 minute. We're actually gonna call it. We're gonna call this early. We're gonna call it early night, guys. In 15 minutes here, I'm going to let me pull up a pair real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and analyze a pair, and we'll teach about real quick for the last 15 minutes. We'll teach about man, I'm not gonna pick a USD pair. We're gonna teach about order blocks real quick and imbalance, and then we will call it a day. And we'll be done here at the top of the hour. All right. CAD CHF. All right, bet. There we go. That's decent. All right. Turn this thing off. 350 pips for you guys. That's a good night. And then I can go and get ready for tomorrow. Everybody that's in the Dallas Fort Worth area, I will definitely see you tomorrow. All right. So order blocks, imbalance. They are institutional order flow type concepts. All right. They show us areas of supply and demand. All right. So we'll start off with order blocks and then we'll go to imbalance. So an order block is the first candle of the new trend. So you can see here, this trend had been up and up and up and up and up, and it kept going up. And then this is the first down candle, and then the next one close below it, and then close below it, and close below it. So this is where it stopped closing above. You can see here, it tried to come back down, just kind of ranged, and then boom, you had a big move. So your order block would be here. All right, it's going to be the combination of. Let me zoom in for you guys. All right, turn that off. Let's go back. Order block is going to be a combination of this red candle and the green candle before. All right. That's the order block right there. All right, that's the order block. But only thing you worry about is the red candle. The candle on the right hand side, is the directional bias of the order block. So this is a bearish order block. So what you expect is that if price comes back to this point, you're expecting price to do what? To retrace. And guess what happened? Yesterday, after that news hit, again, price had never come back up here anytime in the last couple of days. Again, that news came out from FOMC. Price came where? Right up to the order block and then came out of it. Came back in. All right. Now, why is the order block formed? Now, what does that order block means? All right. So for every buy, there has to be a sell. For every loser, there has to be a winner. We lost on gold. If you took gold, trade with me, and you lost, somebody won on gold, or somebody was in a sale on gold while we were to buy. So our money that we lost went to that seller because we were in buys and we lost. All right. Also, our trades, our buy trades, allow for sellers to be able to sell because there has to be an opposite trade on the other end of every trade you place. All right. And our market makers, their number one job is to put those trades together. More about that with imbalance. We'll talk about that one. So when banks and hedge funds that have the huge accounts of trading, there has to be enough orders in the market in the opposite direction of where they want to trade at. And so when you see order blocks like this that move to that change, that means there was orders placed here to change the direction. All right. Typically, the reason why price comes back and retaps these zones and then rejects off of them, all right, is because somewhere in this range here, or the range of where they came back into to get the orders at is where the actual hedge funds and pension funds and banks and all that have placed buy orders because they want to put in extra volume to entice retail traders and other traders to buy so that they can put in the volume they need or they want to in a sale. Hence the reason why it dropped so far. That kind of movement is not done by us. That is done by individuals that have large accounts. And so then they want to come back because they're not going to take a loss. They put the money in. They brought price down to wherever they wanted to bring it down to. They took their profit on the sale. And then now they're going to wait. They're going to come down to another order block and buy it right back up so that they can go take their what? Take their profits on that buy position if they had one. There's no guarantees that they had one. That's the true concept of why they're coming back to these areas because they come back to close these positions out in profit or at break even. And then typically you see with the bearish order block, price comes in and rejects. All right. Price comes in and rejects. And if we stretch it out, let's see what happens. If we stretch it out even further, we'll see if it got used again. Yeah, somewhat there. They came in, yeah, bullish move out. Nothing there, but yeah, it's the only place they looks like they used it as of right now. They could come back down also on top of it and use it as a rejection and bounce off of it as well. So that's how order blocks are used. All right. This is a bearish order block right there. All right. Let's go find a bullish order block. Big drop. All right. This is the lowest candle here before the run up. This one is actually lower than this bullish candle. So this is the bearish order block right here. All right. I'm sorry, the bullish order block right there. The bullish order block. And you see what? Price went up, came back down. And when it came back down, the beautiful thing is gaps are also used as a form of what? Order block or imbalance. So I'm going to show this gap and you'll see that what? Price came right into that gap because it never closed it. Price came right into that gap perfectly, came out, then a bullish engulfing. That was a beautiful setup. And with AIRO, if we add AIRO to it, let's go take a look at what AIRO looks like with AIRO on this here. That is a beautiful setup right there. All right. Beautiful setup. If we put AIRO on there, all right, you can see it bounced off of that gap right at the top of or inside the order block at the top of the AIRO support zone. All right. And then going into New York, you had the bag entry. So if you missed that entry, you can come back and look at that like, oh, there's a setup. All right, cool. I see the setup On price action alone, you could have entered in right there, but you never want to trade order blocks by themselves. So you want to have additional confirmations like price action, which we just showed, and then boom, what? What is this right here? Bag entry. You had a drawdown of 5 pips and right back up to that order block, 33 pips with another entry right here as well. Another bag entry right here, which ran up 24 pips. That's 57 pips right there. 57. And look, it used that perfectly. So understanding where areas where price may go back to, gaps, order blocks. We'll talk about imbalance. As you see here, these order blocks, sometimes they typically match up exactly or they overlap the AIRO support and resistance zones. And so you can see that by combining these concepts with AIRO, you can see that, all right, I got 1 confirmation there, 2 confirmation bounced off there. Oh, I got a bag entry. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good about this entry. I'm feeling good about this buy. And the cool thing about this is, because you know where it started from right there, you can put your stop loss just rightly a few pips below that. So instead of having a 40 pip stop loss, you now can have a, if you want to use where the gap was at, where it came back down into, you can go right below that for, 16, 17 pip stop loss, or go below the order block itself and say, hey, I'm going to go with a 19, 20 pip stop loss, and I go with 20 pip TP. So now you got a 1-to-1 ratio. So now if you truly can grasp the concept of order blocks and imbalance and use them in conjunction with AIRO, you now can take bag entries and minimize your stop losses. All right. Because typically price is not going to come back to those areas. All right. It's going back. And when the bag entry comes, again, another reason why I wait for the bag entry on Euro NZD, the arrows pop up. Bag entry, the indicator that I created is a momentum trending indicator. So when an arrow pops up, it means that typically price is trending in that direction. Oh, we're getting bag entries. What are we doing right here? We're doing GER 30. I should enter that sale. That'd be a quick little 100 pips down to the zone, back to Asia's channel. But I'm not going to touch it. Got 350. I'm done. I'm not going to touch it. Well, you guys got 350. I got 139. I'm happy. Should have got that 350 with y'all. God. We'll finish this and get done. So it can help you to minimize your stop loss. That way you don't have to risk the full 40 pips. All right. So everyone that want to ask, Nate, why you have 40 pips stop loss, 20 pip TP? There's a couple reasons. Number one, it forces you to use a lower lot size. All right. Because people want to over leverage. I can't tell you, when we first started trading GER 30, we had great success in the beginning. We had a couple of days we took some losses. And there was times we took a loss. And I told everybody, I hope you didn't over leverage. We just took a loss. And I had people DM me, Nate, I over leveraged. There's going to be times even I take losses. There's going to be times you take losses. My mentor, she takes losses. Everyone takes a loss in this game, all right? Everyone. You have to learn to manage your risk, all right? And if you don't, it can burn you. So this allows you to minimize your risk even more to where you can actually use a larger lot size because you're going to be risking less pips, all right? So that is order blocks, all right? That's order blocks. Now, default. All right, let's go back to default. Let's talk about imbalance, and then we will call it a day with, and we'll talk about imbalance, all right? Got to be more careful. Heck, I mean, I don't believe I understand that. All right, so imbalance. Let's do an imbalance zone. Why did I draw this imbalance right here? So imbalance zones, you see, you want to look for institutional candles. Institutional candles are these long wick. I mean, not long wicks. They're long candles, long full body candles, whether it's red or green. The really long ones. This was not bad, but you want to look for the really long ones. The really long ones. All right, the obscene long ones. And then you see here the candle before it. The wick came here, the candle after it, the wick came there. So this area in between is an imbalance zone on this institutional candle. Imbalance, what that means is that price moves so fast in this candle that the market makers did not have time to put together those orders. Remember, I told you buy and sell orders has to be placed together. But if price moves too fast, they can't put the orders together fast enough. All right. And if they don't, then they got to come back to that price point to rectify the orders. So you see that imbalance zone was there, took off, price came back into this area, settled there, came up out of it, came back into it again, rejected off of it, and took off. All right. And so if we add AIRO to it, boom, boom, boom. All right. Add AIRO to it there. All right. Then bada bing, bada boom. Came back into the balance area, created a whole new support level, had a bag entry off the support level coming out. It broke out just barely of the imbalance zone. You're in. Stop loss just below. Caught 5 pips. It ran up 29. It's that simple. You now can start to have tight stop losses. I mean, you could have put it right underneath. That's where I would have put it at. A few pips usually underneath. All right. So maybe you go underneath this low right here, caught 8 pips, 7 to 8 pips, and it goes up 29. So now you're risking 8 pips to go up a little higher. All right. And that's imbalance, and that's how you utilize imbalance, and that's how you utilize it with AIRO. Again, upward trend, you can see it, even beautiful. We're in an uptrend. All right. We got the imbalance zone. Price came in here twice, played around, bounced out. We got a bag entry on the way out. Woo, it's gone. It's gone. It's a good setup right there. Beautiful setup. All right. Because again, you don't trade it by itself. Look at this here. Price came back into the imbalance. This is a we got some price action. I mean, you could have, it broke out of the zone. Let me just get in the trade. It comes back in and stops you out. That's why you want to use with AIRO. You don't use imbalance zones. You don't trade imbalance zones. You don't trade order blocks by themselves. Add them in conjunction with price action. Add them in conjunction with AIRO and bag entries. We use one on Monday night. I called out a trade, or I should say Tuesday morning London session. We didn't have a call, but I put it in the group chat about GBP CHF trade. It was a bag entry. It was strategy number 3 and a rejection off of an order block for the sale. An hour after we got into the trade, 20 pips. I think we only had drawdown of like 3 pips. So, you see that typically when you add in imbalance and order blocks into your trading, you typically are going to have lower drawdown and you're typically going to risk less pips. All right. And that was a good setup right there. Very, very good setup. Very good setup. All right. So, hey, family, that's all I got. AIRO Nation. That's all I got. Caught the sale on GER30. Did it do what it did? Did it do? Brian, congrats. Caught that sale on GER30, which would have been good. A good bag entry because it was in a downtrend. Where is it? German 30. Bag entry right down to the zone. Got to be more care. Quick little 100 pips. Quick 100. Quick 100. That's it, guys. So, great night tonight. Monster picks for you guys. Profitable night. Everyone should be a profitable tonight. Hey, if you're out there, Brother Manuel, hopefully you put the big guns on that trade and took that for the full 350. Everybody else, hey, thanks for joining on the call. We will see you guys later on, I guess tonight. And if you're going to continue to trade, make sure to trade responsibly. And I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Thanks.